Hey folks, good morning. It's about 5:30 a.m. here in Santa Clara, and I'm about to take off to the Games Product Managers Forum in Montreal. Should be pretty exciting. This is an event sponsored by ironSource, and we've had a number of events in LA, Vancouver, now Montreal. There was also one in Helsinki. And I'm going to be talking about new game development at this event based on this book, 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. And yeah, hopefully it'll go okay. Just arrived in Montreal. So the last time I was in Montreal was must have been 6 or 7 years ago. And I came to give a workshop with a lot of game companies here, teaching basically free-to-play monetization. So yeah, we'll see how it gets tomorrow. Hey guys, good morning from Montreal. It's been a little bit of a rough trip, but just woke up and excited for this GPM Montreal event today. It should be really good. The talk I'm giving today at the Montreal GPM Forum is about new game development and basically the difference between new game development and scaling, reskinning, or live ops in games. And so basically, this is based on Peter Thiel's concept of 0 to 1, in which he argues that there is a difference between kind of what he calls vertical or intensive progress, which is about doing new things, and horizontal or extensive progress, which is about copying things that work. And so I make the comparison of the 0 to 1 concept relative to game development, and I make an argument that the skills required for new game development is very different from that of scaling, reskinning, and optimization or live ops. A common problem that we've seen is especially with large organizations generally, like companies like Zynga and Glue, that are having difficulties with new game development relative to having a strong publishing organization or a strong live ops. So that is the talk for today. Hey guys, I'm headed over to the GPM Forum event right now. It's being held at a venue called the L'Auberge St. Gabriel. I think that's how you pronounce it. But ironSource typically picks really awesome venues for the event, so I'm pretty fired up. I'm also fired up for the speakers that we've got lined up, which should be really good times to listen in on. Here. Oh, got a whole.
Hey, so I'm Tim Ho. I'm a senior product designer at Wattpad, and Wattpad is sort of like a storytelling entertainment platform, kind of like YouTube, except for writing stories.
Okay, awesome.
And it's kind of like YouTube. It's like anybody can write on there, but you also have the potential to really make it big. You can have your story published, for instance. It can turn into a movie, a Netflix special, a Hulu TV show, for instance. So it's a pretty cool product to work on.
All right, thanks, Tim. Can you tell us who you are and what you do?
I'm a data analyst at ironSource.
Okay, so what kind of data do you look at?
All the data, how ads are running and where they're running and why they're running and how they should run better.
Okay, so if we have questions about how to make ads perform better, you're the right person to talk to.
Yes.
Awesome, all right, thank you, Rachel.
Okay, so I'm a lead data science at Gameloft.
Yeah.
I have a team of data analysts, scientists and engineers.
Yeah.
And basically what we are doing is helping teams to build better games with analytics. So we try to understand where the people are turning, why they are turning, and we help the team to optimize the game.
Okay. And from a data science perspective, what's the most important thing that game studios should be analyzing on their games?
In the mobile.
Yeah,
in the mobile
area, yeah.
The 5 first minutes.
Yeah.
Because
it's like that Google study, right.
Yeah, the thing is that everything happens in the 5 or 10 first minutes, and it's very important to make sure that your tutorial, all the first time user experience, is very clear that you have 0 turn points. So you have to iterate again and again on this 5 to 10 first minutes. It's key for me.
Okay, thanks, Tracy.
Hey guys, I'm Cristian. I'm the Director of Design and Monetization for Gameloft Montreal.
And your talk today, what did you talk about?
Talk about using data and driving your live ops and how we use it in one of our games.
All right, great. Thanks, Cristian. And Veronica, who are you? What do you do?
Hi, I'm Veronica Rojas. I'm a product manager at UKEN Games in Toronto, working on, most recently, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and now working on some new stuff.
Right. And you spoke at the initial, you're one of the founding members of LA GPM Forum. What did you talk about at that first conference?
Yeah, so we were talking about how to do new game development, what to consider when you're looking at new ideas, how to evaluate those ideas, and make sure that you have a great starting foot for any new projects.
All right, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I am the producer at Trailer for Both Grease and Money and Inside Games.
Okay, and what did you talk about today?
I talked about a lot of different things. I tried hard to make people be excited by talking about our content, how we make events, how we are planning our events, and how we make Trailer for Both successful for over 2.5 years.
Great, and by the way, Elin, you gave a fantastic talk today, so congratulations, but thank you very much.
Tell Josh.
I will, for sure.
Paula Neves, Brazilian, just recently joined Square Enix as a product manager, originally from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So having a hard time here with, this is cold for me, but I know I'm going to survive the winter, and yeah, it's a really good event.
And Paula, you gave an excellent talk today. Can you tell us about the talk that you gave at the event here?
Yeah, sure. I mean, my talk is combining 2 of my big passions, which is psychology, my major, with just free-to-play gaming in general, which is something I've been working on for the last 7 years. So yeah, just being able to combine those 2 passions just makes me really happy. So yeah.
All right, great. Thank you very much. And we're here with Gabe. Gabe, can you tell us about yourself and what you do?
Yeah, I'm Gabe. I work at MISTPLAY, based in Montreal, born and raised in Montreal. We're an app platform for Android gamers, a loyalty platform rewarding users for playing games.
And what's the best thing about living in Montreal?
Best thing about Montreal is definitely the food.
All right.
Good food on every corner.
What's the best food to get in Montreal?
Best food to get is poutine. You gotta get that poutine.
Okay, all right. I'll have to take that advice. All right,
definitely. Can't go wrong.
So my name is Isabelle. I'm the head of product strategy at Behavior. I'm in charge of product management, community management, customer support, and BI.
And what did you think of the event today?
So it was very insightful today to see so many presenters talking about problematics about how do you run a game as a service, how do you run an event, what tools do you need, what metrics do you analyze. So it was really, really interesting.
Okay, and what's your main objective at Behavior? What are you trying to do that's the most critical for you guys?
So I joined the video game industry because at the end of the day I'm a gamer and I love games, and so that's my goal for Behavior, that we make tons of cool games played by millions of players all around the world. So that's my goal at Behavior.
Okay, great. Thanks, Isabelle.
I'm
here with Kayla. Kayla.
Hey, Kayla from ironSource.
Right. Kayla, and by the way, you organized another great event. Can you talk about the event and kind of what is different from this GPM forum here in Montreal versus some of the other ones?
Yeah, so we had actually the biggest GPM that we've had this is our 4th one. We've done LA, Helsinki, Vancouver, and now we're in Montreal. So this is actually our biggest forum. We're still trying to keep it intimate and small because that's the goal of this, is discussion-based, diving a little bit deeper with the content. But we're really excited about it, and we're going to be back in 6 months. That's our goal, is to kind of repeat the cities and keep coming back and recreating content and bringing everyone together.
All right, thanks a lot, Kayla. Woo. All right, we're wrapping up GPM Forum Montreal. And now I'm just gonna head out to a bar to hang out for a little bit. But yeah, successfully concluded GPM Forum Montreal. What is great about Montreal?
I mean, it is just a beautiful city.
Yep.
What is there not to love about this city? I mean, especially today. It's raining. You kind of feel like that author vibe with the cobblestones.
Yeah, the cobblestones right here.
The lightings flickering off the stone. It's beautiful.
Yep.
But what we really love about this, Joken, is the fact that it is a microcosm of Europe. It is a tiny, compact, explosive Renaissance experience.
Yes.
Just a couple miles north of the American border, right here in Canada. So that's why I love this place.
All right, I guess we're going in here. Drink from Miami Vice, Clandestino. That's a wrap for Montreal GPM. Just hung out with a lot of the folks at a bar here, and it was fun. It was actually really cool meeting a lot of the Montreal gaming people. And just walking back to the hotel now in the rain. But it was a really awesome event. Many thanks to ironSource for always throwing these ridiculously great events.
Yes, so name is François, you can call me Frank, by the way.
Okay.
Work for Ludia, been there for 10 years, and I essentially head marketing. The studio is in Montreal. I am one of the only employees on the West Coast. And yeah, so everything you can think of about marketing, I'm usually involved in, whether it's user acquisition, it's PR, platform distribution, you know, community management as well. And I also work with partners to do in-game ad monetization, so in-game publishing as well is under my belt. So very busy, changes all the time, but it's a great industry.
Francois, you had a chance to join us probably since Jimmy couldn't join us, right, for the GPM Forum here in Montreal.
Yeah, yeah.
What did you think? What was the good part? What was the part we could have improved?
No, I mean, look, I wasn't there for the entire time. The venue was great. Presentations were great. Actually, it's funny because we had a good mix, right? So some people from Gameloft actually showed some case studies, which is always interesting to look at the funnel and how they tweak things and how they operate live ops, right? So it's very practical. And then somebody like you comes in and it's, there's a lot of theories, there's a lot of academics, and it's really interesting because your presentation was the one who actually generated the most debating. Right. I don't know if you remember, the most, the most conversation. So I think it was great. I wasn't there afterwards, but it's always great to meet with your peers in the industry and discuss and exchange. So no, I think it's always a great thing. I think we should have more in Montreal because the industry is just booming over here.
Right.
So yeah,
okay.
It's good.
All right, thanks, Francois.
All right, no problem.